Right, so what happened in October? It wasn't a good month at all for me in terms of running. So I stick to MAF or low heart rate for most of my training, so running and as well some rowing or cross training in general. The volume was a bit down compared to September, and more importantly, the pace, the same heart rate, went downhill, meaning it was not as good as it used to be in September. I went back to levels of July, August, probably even more July. So I started MAF in early July. I didn't do much of faster workout, and I think more or less I was a bit sick for a few days, and I felt a bit down. So probably that wasn't helping in the training, and that was probably as well impacting the performance. So all of that was confirmed by the MAF test I did at the end of October. So I think the pace was, I will give you on the screen, but it's probably something like 7 more or less, or maybe 6:55 minutes per kilometer. And then I was frustrated as well. I was running a bit less on my usual loop on the industrial zone. I was doing more loop on the park with grass, which is obviously slower because currently it's quite muddy in the UK, and the grass doesn't help as well. So it's always, I believe, slow you down for a higher effort. So meaning your pace or MAF pace would be not as good as usual. And also I probably lost the habits of running on pavement and running a bit faster. So what I did after my MAF test, I was frustrated. I tried another MAF test, and I improved my pace by I think 10 seconds, if not more. Again, it should be on the screen. So this time I did a MAF test followed by a MAF test and improved my result quite a lot just by from one session to the other, even though it was in the same day and back to back. I think that shows you that MAF test is quite interesting in the sense that it's sub maximum. You don't need to push yourself too much, and that's something that you could do quite frequently. The drawback is because it's heart rate driven and not performance driven. It's subject to many variations, such as did you take caffeine, did you sleep well, and so far the usual points. But as I can probably show with this example, it could even vary from one session to the other, back to back. So yeah, that really showed that the results of the MAF test needs to be taken with a pinch of salt. Overall, because the frequency is so low, every month, it's probably a not too bad indicator of how your fitness is evolving. But still, that can show you if your pace increase or slow down by 10 seconds from one month to the other. That might not be as meaningful as you might think, given that 10 seconds is a variation that you get from one session to the next, back to back on the same day. So I think that was interesting. So the conclusion anyway for me is that October wasn't a good month at all. It was impacting a bit my mental, like motivation, or not motivation, because I was still doing some high volume, but it was making me doubt a little bit, second guess the method. But then I will post an updated video, and you will see that then the following month, November, was far better again. Probably because I introduced more speed work, also maybe because the sickness, the effect of it were further down. But I will keep you posted with an updated video and explain a bit more what I changed in the training and how I improved, I think, quite a lot again in November. So yeah, October not so good. Still think that it's good that I put on the work, it will certainly benefit me in the long term. You know, every time you spend working aerobically, low heart rate, it's something that you put in the bank, even if you don't see the result straight away, even if the MAF test or whatever other indicators doesn't seem too green. I still think it's it's put in the bank, and that will reap some benefit in the long term. So that's it for October update. See you next time, guys. Bye.